Hi, particles, again. I mean, it seems like we keep ending up on this bench, really, with the bees, but that's okay. I mean, it's a nice night. A lot of things have been going on as well. Hi. Hey, what? How are you all tonight? I hope you're well. Did you enjoy being in my house yesterday with Arthur? Arthur's actually the first person I had in that house, and it was different. Particles. It was very different. Arthur's different company. I've never had her, never spoken to her really, but it was nice. I can't complain. She didn't do anything wrong, and she was very respectful, and she kind of seemed like she cared for a hot moment. But besides that, it was interesting what she was wanting to ask about. I mean, not many people are really bothered about the end anymore, and they're not the only ones I'm bothered, but not for knowledge, but other things. I mean, particles, I came from the place, I know what it's like. But I sent a letter to someone. I'm hoping you know who they are, who she is. I mean, I guess she's the resident ghost now, not a human, not anymore. I want to know what happened fully. I understand stepping in the way of Warren, and Warren killed somebody, but he still did that. And she got herself killed too. She's been warned about him, that he has no mercy when it comes to people. He will just strike. If I could have changed it, I wish I could. But I couldn't. I wasn't fully aware of this. I didn't even know. I stand by Jane's decision. I just kind of wish I could have helped more. I know if I went, I wouldn't be standing here anymore, because I would be 6 feet under. But past actions are done. I just need to figure things out. But it's fine. Everything's fine currently. Nothing's happening. The cornflowers, they're gone, and torch flowers have been growing, which is nice because torch flowers remind me of Charlie. I mean, they seem like they have a little flame, like a little fire. And Charlie is a phoenix after all. I may want to drop something off to Charlie at some point just to say, how are you doing? And I hope Charlie is well, in all honesty. But I haven't seen too much of Charlie. I mean, I've been busy, I'm not surprised. I haven't been around myself fully. I've been speaking to people. Hi, how are you today? The world is nice, it's peaceful at this time of night. Let me... I mean, I'm sure I can move away from the bench while I wait. I'm not too sure how long it'll take her to get here. Given her situation. I don't know how she's doing, how she's coping. I mean, it's not every day you become a ghost from after you pass. But but let me just go over these notes again just to make sure I'm clear picture. Claire went out around 1,000. This fluffy guy, I'm guessing, was a werewolf of some sort. Based off the description, the very minimal description, but I'm guessing. I'm not sure if she remembers too much, that's the thing. Struck with lightning. Which is a lot more careful than other people are, and that's, I can definitely tell you that. She may have died, but she tried. But I have all the time in the world right now to wait. I'm not gonna wait days, but don't worry, guys, you didn't miss much. I do respect Claire taking on the task, so not everybody would have done that, in my opinion. It's not that they're capable, but fear is a strong emotion, and I wouldn't blame them for not agreeing to something. I mean, I'm not exactly the same, but just
Hi.
hi.
Fancy seeing you again, I think.
Yeah, I mean, given the circumstances, I want to see how you're doing after it all. I mean, there's never been many ghosts around, so
Yeah, that's a new thing to get used to. Um,
yeah.
I think it would have been just a little nice to get a heads up about any hints about what I was going to encounter, but you know, actually felt pretty good getting to tell off someone when they killed someone in front of me. I mean, I don't think I regret that one bit.
No, I don't fault you for doing that myself, but if I had anything else to give you, I would have personally done it myself as well. I would give you more information.
What's done is done, you know. Stuff happens. That's what life is. A bunch of mistakes all jumbled up together, but
yeah, I mean,
what is life but a bunch of broken people trying to make something work together? And if a bunch of broken people don't try to make something work, then what's the point of anything?
there isn't. I mean, you have it quite spot on, everyone here. I mean, most of us are broken. We've been through a lot, and you've been through a lot.
Through something, but
I don't know the exact thing you went through after what he did, but I'm probably the only person who can understand to an extent.
you said you died before.
I have, yes.
How are you still alive?
I'm not sure myself. None of us are. I've spoken with Jay before and none of us can add up. None of it makes sense. I mean, there's never been a Shulker elf in existence before me and my brother. So we weren't sure if it was anything to do with that, but we're not too sure still. But I just consider myself lucky, in all honesty. I don't know why or how I survived. Well, I brought back to life more as, I guess. But
So you were revived then.
yeah, by myself somehow, but that's all I know. I don't know to what extent what I did to do that, but I'm here at least. That's what I'm grateful for.
Well, that's something.
Yeah, I mean, I've never faced death before that, but I've been on the brink of death. I mean, once you're a soldier, you kind of sign up for something like that. It was bound to happen at some point to me.
Yeah.
I also appreciate what you did that day. You lost your life, and I know, I'm guessing the werewolf is by your description lost their life, but standing up to worry is not something everyone can do.
You know, I I might not like people who aren't human as much after everything that happened, but I wanted to make sure that they got a proper burial.
I know.
Everyone deserves that.
I respect you for that, and I do agree. Everyone deserves somebody to remember them by.
Yeah.
But I'm just in a little bit of a shock that you encountered him still.
I wouldn't have traded any of that for anything. I think it was all worth it, in my opinion. I mean, what he needed, or what they needed, or whatever the heck that was, needed to be told off by someone or something. And you know what? they weren't powerful enough to completely erase me from existence, so I get to still flaunt how they suck, but whatever. I mean,
I
what am I?
mean,
I'm just a lowly human.
you're not low. Just because you're human doesn't mean you're below anyone else.
A whole lot of other people think otherwise.
The only people I think that are lower than each other, like myself, are people like Warren, in my opinion. What you did,
Imagine that.
what you did was not low. What you did was brave. What you did was you protected people without even knowing some of them, and you died for it. You paid with your life. Yes, you still might be here, but ghosts, they always have a reason to stay. I don't know what yours is, but there's something keeping you here within this realm.
I think I know what it is.
And that,
I want to get rid of this barrier, and I want to make sure that people are actually able to go home and where they want to go. And I don't know, I kind of want to one up this Warren person. I think it'd be really funny to go up to him and be like, I don't know, like, screw you. And then they can't really do anything about it because I'm a ghost. I just get to be obnoxious. And if they can do something about it, then I mean, I think that's a great way to disappear into whatever's after this.
I mean, you'd probably end up in the spirit realm after this if you were to move on, but
Can Warren do anything to me in this form?
I'm not too sure myself. Like I said,
Yeah.
there's only, including yourself, there's only two ghosts I know of, and I haven't seen the other around for a while.
Yeah.
And she's never interacted with Warren, so I'm not too sure if you can be injured, but I just wouldn't
Well,
test it too much. Just be careful just in case.
you know, if I see Warren again, I think I'll have a talk. And maybe they'll listen, maybe they won't. But I'd be willing. I made that sacrifice once. I don't mind making it again, but there's a few things I want to do before that happens.
Yeah.
Just a few small things.
That's all good. You're not the only one, obviously, who wants to leave as well. We are all trying to, so hopefully we can make it happen.
Yeah, well, I don't know exactly how much of a use a ghost can be, but I'm guess I'm still kicking in some form or another, so. And along
Yeah.
with that, you can just throw me in the middle of the fray, and this time you don't have to worry about dying. I can just stand there, get stabbed in the chest, look up, and be like, that tickles. So I think that's worth something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be funny.
But regardless of everything, how are you doing? You've had any differences since, I guess, becoming a ghost?
Yeah. Yeah, there's some things that feel a little different. The world feels a little fuzzy, for starters, and it's a little weird because like whenever I walk around, I'm just trying to like, I don't know, it feels lighter, and
Yeah.
like things smell like burnt toast. You know, you ever smell like burnt toast? I'm like smelling that everywhere I go, and I think it's like I've smelled that when I got struck by lightning, but now it's just like constantly there.
It might be it might be because of the way you died, I'm guessing.
Well, the burnt toast smell isn't that great, and I can't wash it off with water. Water makes me feel a little fuzzy too. You know, that's really weird. Just feeling fuzzy everywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the only differences I've noticed, I guess.
That's all good. I just want to. No memory problems or anything. You are good in that department. Remembering
Um,
things. Or.
Memories are starting to feel just a tiny bit hazy, but I mean, they're all there as far as I know.
Okay.
But all good. Maybe if I keep like a journal or something, it could help. But that
Yeah.
sounds like something someone in therapy would do, and I think I'm okay. But maybe I'm wrong. But yeah,
I mean, a journal probably would be good just in case. So we're not to forget. I mean, after I passed and I got to the harbour somehow after a long time, I lost my memories. I didn't have too much of them left, so every moment I got something back, I would write it down to remember because it's all I had left of my life. I really had nothing,
yeah.
and
But
hmm?
yeah, no, you go, you go.
Memories are, I mean, to me, are the most important thing.
Well, it's nice and all to keep a journal, but when you look at the journal and you're looking through memories, you don't even remember, even if they're your own memories. You could just look through it and it'd be a stranger's to you. And what's the value of a stranger's memories if they're not yours? So maybe I'll keep a journal, I don't know, but I think I know how I'm going to handle it is I'm just going to live. I guess that's a funny term. But I think I'm going to exist to the fullest and take in every memory, and if I forget things, I forget things, but I am what I am and I'll become what I'll become. And if I forget things, I forget things. I'm a blacksmith. I'm a simple person. I don't know flowery stuff that scholars know, and I don't know the answers to the universe and all that
No,
jazz, but
I understand. My brother and my partner were both scholars. I was just a simple soldier, so I do understand.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
since you are a ghost now, you are technically classed as a magical creature as well.
I was kind of afraid of that.
Not everybody comes back as a ghost. No,
What?
yeah, people die obviously all the time. Not everyone comes back as a ghost. Sometimes people there's there's some theories that some people just they hold on to some things that they can't leave the world, they can't move on, so they have to stay here until their business is finished. And some people just regard it as people are sometimes chosen to the extent to stay here a little longer. That they're finished, their business isn't finished still, but everyone's opinions are different, everyone's theories are different. But you said you had the idea of what's keeping you here, so what's your
Yeah.
business is unfinished, but
I I feel like that's something I'm gonna have to process along with that, I guess.
yeah, yeah, I felt like I don't know if it's bad news, but I had to bear it somehow. And
Yeah.
being the one who spoke to Ava, the other ghost, the most, and helped them through a lot of things, I thought it would be the best if I did that rather than rather than Jay, I know we all didn't get off on the best foot to start with, but I think between me and Jay, we got off to a better start to the extent.
You know, I don't know about Jay, and you don't have to speak for Jay because Jay can speak for themselves. And let me say this: I
Mm-hmm.
it's nice hearing you talk for yourself. And I remember when I was talking to you guys in that office space, Jay said a lot of things, but also I felt like didn't say much at all. And whenever you spoke, I felt like you were actually saying things. And maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me, but I it's nice hearing you talk for yourself and having a voice here.
Yeah, certain things I just tend to watch and listen more than speak. But Jay is a scholar. She knows she knows a lot more than I do about topics, and that she knows how to communicate with people better. I'm a very blunt person, and I'm not always the best for people. Not everyone likes someone just saying how it is. But
I think that's a great value to have.
I think
And
it comes with going through a lot sometimes as well.
yeah, well, maybe that's your purpose is finding your voice and standing up cuz your voice is needed. A lot of people like the sugarcoating that I felt like Jay had was like I've never liked sugarcoating. I'm a straight down to earth person. I mean, hey, I beat metal for a living. I just want to blunt how it is. And
Yeah,
people need your voice too, and maybe that's your calling. Be the voice that people need to hear, and it's hard to stand up and say the hard news, but that doesn't mean the hard news needs to be hopeless.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? You might just be right. But I do my
I mean, what do
part
I
where I
know?
can.
I'm
Hmm?
what do I know? I'm a blacksmith. But anyway, yeah.
I mean, I do my part where I can. I help people where I can.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a different agenda to what Journey is. But I do my part. I needed where I am, and that's fine with me. I mean, you say you're just a simple blacksmith. You're a simple blacksmith who literally tried to stop a god from killing somebody. Yes, that got yourself killed, however, not everyone has the bravery of a lion. You stood up
Hmm.
against somebody that some people doubt that we can even win against, but some of us have faith. As drowning and dreary as it be, with a looming threat over his head, sometimes you have to have that light within the dark.
Yeah.
I mean, some things they just need to be that way. Because without something to fight for or some hope, what's the point of everything?
Yeah. Yeah. If you don't have something to fight for, why are you fighting? And if you don't have something to fight for, what are you going to fall for? And at the end of the day, when you stand up against big guy, small guy, whatever kind of guy you stand up against, You gotta have a reason to fight. And if you don't have a reason to fight, maybe you're the one in the wrong.
Exactly.
And when you got that reason, don't just swing your axe. Take a moment and I don't know. Talk. Listen.
Not all wars are won with weapons. But as bad as I hate to say it, I don't think this one is going to be one with discussions.
Well, that's kind of one of the reasons why I went in guns blazing, you could say. I went in with hammer swinging and wasn't exactly the smartest move, but again, don't really regret anything. But I don't know. Maybe I can use this to help the people around here be like, this is what I'm willing to fight for. And you guys can be scared of death. That's fine. But I guess there's one answer right there. Death isn't always the end.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I mean, I know what it's like to die. I've never really been afraid of it myself, but I knew eventually I'd lay down my life for somebody most likely. I don't think I expected to die being banished from my own realm to another.
Yeah.
But things come in all shapes and sizes and unexpectedness.
I agree with that. Yeah.
I mean, without that happening, I wouldn't be stood here. Things might be different.
Yeah.
And even though I'm not the happiest with some things that I've played out with people's deaths, etc., I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Because I know what's happening here. And I can't stand for it myself. I need to help people.
Yeah. Well, you're here now, and there's a reason for all of that. So now the question is what you're going to do with your time, what you're going to do with the people around here who's looking up to you as the big kid, calling the shots. There's lots of people who look up to you. There's a lot of lives in your hands. They're in your hands. And yeah, that's a big responsibility, but listen. Don't just listen. And be willing to hear things that you don't agree with. Be willing to do things you don't necessarily agree with, but aren't wrong. And you'd be surprised where that road will take you. It'll take you to some surprisingly good places, and you'll see things from a different perspective you never considered before.
I do appreciate this, Claire.
Of course, and I'll be here for as long as eternity has me here. But I don't know, I always thought about that.
Yeah.
When I was younger.
I mean, I'm gonna be here as long. I mean, my lifespan is unknown, being a half elf and such. But so I'm probably gonna be around just as much as you are.
We'll see.
That's if we all make it out the other end of this.
Yeah. Your ears are shiny.
Yeah, that's My guess is probably the shulker genetic not being in the end in that. But I don't know.
Would it be weird?
Hmm?
Would it be weird to say that it's cute?
I I appreciate that. I've never
Yeah.
been. I don't know if it sounds weird, but sometimes I forget that I have horns and ears at times. Well, pointed ears per se. It feels
I think
normal to be like this, I guess, now.
it suits you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's wasn't exactly easy to be a hybrid of two races that technically should not exist together or as one person. Mm. The only shulker elf now, I guess I'm the odd one out of a lot of things. And there's no others in the world. Not anymore, anywhere.
I'm sorry to hear about that.
He's my brother's the reason I fight. He's the reason I stand against Warren. The people here are the reason I fight.
Yeah.
Because they don't deserve any of this. I don't care what they did before, but since they've been here, most of them have been nothing but kind to others.
I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy for that. I wouldn't wish what I went through on anyone. It's not great to be belittled
Yeah.
and put to the side like you're lesser. So, especially being one of the only of your kind, I couldn't imagine something like that, but I'm certain that having a whole lot of kindness from a whole bunch of people around you certainly helps.
It does. I mean, I've only been in this world for the last 11 years now, but it's definitely different to the end. It's definitely special in good and bad ways, but
Yeah.
it's what makes it unique. I haven't had the best experience with humans or other magical creatures, but I was still kind at times. There was moments I wasn't, but that's the past.
Yeah.
That's what made me who I am today, and am I proud of my past? Not exactly. Everyone has skeletons in their closet, I guess, but without those happenings, I wouldn't be the way I am.
Yeah. I feel the same. Like the things that happen to you make you what you are and who you are as a person.
Yeah. And I guess ironically, all his flaws, all of his broken people, it makes us all human to the extent at the end of the day. We all feel things. We've all are capable of going through similar situations, but if we are still
Yeah.
kind and if we still care, that's what matters after all.
We're kind if we choose to be. And what matters
Hmm.
isn't when you're kind to the people who deserve it. What matters is when you're kind to the people who don't. That is what makes you kind.
Indeed.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
you might not be human, but I think you're pretty okay.
I appreciate that, and regardless of what you are, Claire, human or now ghost, you are a wonderful person, and I've been graced to meet you in my lifetime.
I don't know that I'd go quite that far, but
I've met many people within my time, and sometimes the people that stand out, Claire, the ones who are the quote unquote just a simple blacksmith, those are the ones who make an impact.
I mean, on metal, yeah. But I appreciate it. But
It's not a problem.
I'd say I'm a face in the crowd, but if I can help here and there with some people, then I'm good with that. It's really the people who are a little higher up who really pioneer things. People look up to you guys. People
Yeah.
look up to you. And that's a lot of weight, but with the kind of heart you have, I don't have a doubt that you can do good things.
I'm glad someone has some faith in me at least.
I mean, you're talking to a dead person, so that goes only as far as that goes, but
I mean,
what I say still stands.
to an extent, you're also saying this to someone who died and came back to life. So,
Eh. I guess I'll take that.
but my theory on ghosts is people have a purpose, human or not. And I don't believe we are meant to leave this realm until that purpose is done. But I also think there's something special about the people who become ghosts. Something different. And I don't know, you might not see it, but you're definitely a unique person, Claire. And there's a reason that you became a ghost and didn't just remain dead.
That means a lot. I don't know about all that, but it I like your pretty words, but thanks. I not the greatest wordsmith, but I guess the best I can really do to compliment you back, because I can't just take a compliment. It's just you're pretty cool. Your ears are pretty, and uh, uh, I'm happy I met you two, and I have faith in you.
Well, yeah, definitely something, Claire. In a good way. But you probably have things to do. I mean, being a blacksmith is a busy profession from time to time, and I probably should take some notes down about some things.
Yeah, I know you're a busy person, so I don't want to keep you, but
That's all good. It was lovely being able to speak to you.
it's good talking to you too. And not that you'll really need anything from a blacksmith, but if you ever want to swing by, my place is on the mountain.
Yes,
You've already been there, though.
I have, yes. I dropped off the letter. But, I mean, I'm around everywhere around here. If you ever need me, you'll be able to find me here from around.
I'll take you up on that. Alright, well, be seeing you around.
Yeah. Take care.
You too.
I shall. Bye.
Bye.